Hello, I'm going to do the Pisces 2023 energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to look at what Pisces may be struggling with throughout 2023. So we have the Page of Wands, so I feel like it's starting something new, actions, right? We have the Four of Swords and we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I kind of feel like it's kind of going after your dreams, that you're having trouble taking the initial first steps. I feel like it's something that you're dreaming of. I feel like you have these goals in mind. I feel like you want to have these things happen, but I feel like you may be struggling with taking the first steps to actually start to make it happen. All right, what does Pisces need to look at 2023? In 2023, what does Pisces need to look at? King of Swords, Ten of Swords. I love it. The Magician. All right, I love it. It's what you need to look at is to see that you are more powerful than you think you are. That you need to not, I feel like there's part of you that holds yourself back. I feel like there's part of you that, like, you come up with these ideas and you have these ideas and you have these thoughts and you have these goals, but I almost feel like there's part of you that almost sabotages it and you talk yourself out of it, right? For some reason this card wants to come out. It could have to do with business. It could have to do with finances or money or career or something like that. But I feel like you don't have the patience to deal with it. It's almost like you give up because you expect those results too soon. That you're like, okay, well, I thought of it, and then you maybe do a little bit towards it, and then you're like, I want to give up. Like, this, it's not happening as fast as I want it to happen, right? That, you thought that it was going to happen a certain way, and it doesn't happen that way, and then you give up on it. But I feel like it's the overthinking that you have to keep an eye on, right? That you have to find a way to not overthink, but to, I feel like you have a lot of ideas and you have a lot of direction, but it's like you almost sabotage yourself. I feel like you have to realize that you are in control and you have the power to make it happen, but I feel like you have to narrow it down. I feel like you have a lot of ideas. You have a lot, but you have to narrow it down to one. And that way you don't become overwhelmed, such as, like, say you're like for me, like I have what I realized is that I want to be able to have my own business and I want to do all of these different things. And you go on to YouTube or whatever, and there's all these different ways that you can make money from home, right? Because I want to be my own boss. So there's doing things on TikTok, and there's doing things on Facebook, and there's doing things on YouTube, and there's drop shipping, and there's all of these different things. And I get, there's the Etsy shop, and there's all of these different things, and I get really excited. And so then I become so overwhelmed that I put energy into all of these different things, and then it becomes overwhelming. And then it's like I give up because it's too much. I'm spreading myself too thin. But when I realize, okay, how do I narrow this down? What can I truly focus on? What can I focus my energy on? And what do I know that I can give my effort and energy to, and take all of that and focus it on that one thing? And I feel like that's you too. I feel like you have all these ideas, you have all these dreams, you have all these goals, you have all this stuff going on in 2023, but then it's like you have to learn to narrow it down to what you can truly focus on, what you can know your strengths and know your weaknesses, right? And I feel like that's incredibly important when it comes to this, is know your strengths and know your weaknesses, right? Future energies, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Lovers. I feel like I feel like it's the relationship that you have with yourself, that you learn to enjoy things more. I feel like you're kind of stressing over here, And I feel like that's what you need to, yeah. Happiness, lightness. I feel like there's a heaviness over here. So I feel like you just need to surround yourself with happiness. I feel like because you have all these ideas and you're going in all these different directions, that it's stressful for you. But when you narrow it down to the one thing, the one focus, right? I feel like it brings this lightness in for you and this happiness in for you. Six of Swords. Moving forward and realizing that there are challenges, but that it feels calmer, it feels better, right? Because you've let go of all of this chaos over here. Okay, so let's get some clarification over here. Three of Swords. Yeah, that's what I feel, is that you have this hurt and you have this loss and you feel like you've given up and there's this distance, right? There's this frustration. But you have to walk away from that, right? You have to leave that behind and then charge forward, which I love this card. New emotions and new feelings, right? Reaching out, letting this go. Once you let all of these 8 cups go here, you have your 1 cup, right? Narrowing it down, paring it down. You have your 1 cup, and then you're able to move forward because you feel lighter. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups has come out twice for you here. I feel like it could have to do with something with your childhood. It could be with friends that you have. Could be somebody coming back into your life that you had known a long time ago, that you had a positive relationship in the past, communicating with that person. And I feel like, here's your card. So this is Pisces. Your card has come up. I feel like you come into your own power, right? Your own magic, your own strength. Communicating. I feel like you need to let go of some things. Success and victory. 6 of Wands. Work. You start, I feel there's a little bit of chaotic energy here. I kind of feel like maybe when you try to go after something, right? That you try to do something, it's almost like you get distracted by other things. And I was kind of feeling that energy. Like I felt like I had a flow and I was going somewhere with something. And then all of a sudden, right here, I felt this distraction, like it's being distracted. So that may be you too, is that you get distracted with things and you get off track. But then I feel like you need to bring it back down and focus again with that 3 of Pentacles, right? You need to buckle down and refocus on things. That may be one of those things that you struggle with this year, is trying to keep yourself focused and trying to keep yourself on track. So because with this King of Cups is someone who is kind of, it's hard for him to focus. So I feel like with you, and then with the 5 of Wands, it's going back and forth. I feel like this year that you're going to struggle with things and you're going to go back and forth. But I feel like you're going to be able to find the balance. Like you're going to be able to work it out because you realize that you get distracted, that you realize that you go into different directions, that you realize that you're easily distracted. But you also realize that you have to pare things down and you have to focus on one thing, and then that you can put your energy, your effort into that, but you also have those distractions, but you realize that you have those distractions, right? These distractions here. You realize that you have those, but you can pull yourself back on track. And that's what you need to focus on this year, and that's what you need to see. And I feel like it almost is like, because you were having trouble taking action over here, but you realize, okay, what is my weakness? Is it that distraction that is not able to stay on track? And what are those things that I need to do to keep myself focused, to keep myself on track, and to catch myself if I start to get off track? Or if I start to go off track, I say, okay, I'll do it for a couple hours, but then I need to get myself back on track. So it's kind of finding out that formula that works for you and to keep you focused. And I definitely feel that you're going to be able to reach your goals with this King of Pentacles here and the Lovers. Those relationships, I feel like work and relationships are very happy. They're very light. They're very positive for you because you're able to keep yourself on track and find that balance within those to make things work and to achieve those goals that you want to. All right, so let's get a Star Dragons card to close it out. We have vision, contemplating the future, looking at that, right? That vision. What is that vision that you have for the future? What is it that you see, right? And then it's not only seeing it, but it's taking those actions, but realizing, okay, to stay focused and not be overwhelmed by all of the different choices and the directions. And then let's get an animal oracle card. I kind of feel like this one here. Love is all around. Definitely. With the lovers coming out, I feel like realizing that love is all around, and to love yourself even though you may be distracted, right? Even though you may throw yourself off track, even though there may be some challenges, and to surround yourself with those people that are supportive, with this Three of Cups here, right? This Three of Cups energy. And to also enjoy those moments, right? And that if you feel yourself getting off track, that you feel yourself becoming overwhelming and wanted to stop, that you surround yourself with those people that are there to support you and to help push you through to reach your goals, and for you to redirect and see that, right? That you're working on it, you realize it, and you're making those changes. All right. I hope you have an amazing day and a very prosperous and amazing 2023. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.